Relations between Alberta and Quebec have been somewhat strained lately. Things turned frosty when Quebec Premier Francois Legault talked about dirty energy in reference to the oil sands. And that energy east doesn't have the social acceptability it needs to get built. Albertans then fired back with complaints about the imbalance in transfer payments, with Quebec reaping the benefits of our oil industry. And several politicians called for a change in the formula that calculates that amount. Danielle Smith from Global News Radio 770 CHQR joins us this morning to continue the conversation. Danielle, you have a political journalist from Quebec on your show today to talk about this.
Well, I wanted to get him on a few months ago, but he ended up taking a break. I think he's got a newborn. And so now that he's back and he's traveling to out west, he said, hey, can I come interview you? And I said, quid pro quo here. I want to interview you first. So there's so many things that we're going to talk about. But a reason I initially wanted to talk to him is that when everybody was furious over Francois Legault's comments, he wrote a column saying, whoa, what's going on here? You've got Mayor Naheed Nenshi, you've got Rachel Notley, you've got Jason Kenney, you've got Brian Jean, all of you dogpiling on Quebec. This is just politics. You should love Quebec, and here's why. And there's a couple of points that he made that I think are good ones, because there's a lot of frustration that Canada in the East continues to import foreign oil, particularly from Saudi Arabia. I keep saying that it's not Quebec who is importing from Saudi Arabia. It's the Irving refinery in St. John, New Brunswick. And that was one of the points that he made. In fact, he said that things have changed quite a bit for Quebec's energy supply in the last couple of years. When they reversed Line 3, Enbridge's Line 3, that was a major new source of fuel into Quebec. Now they get 53% of their oil from Alberta. They also get something like 45% of their natural gas from Western Canada as well. So his point was cool down a bit, because we are playing our part in buying Alberta products. And so don't be too hasty in turning the tables and calling for a Quebec boycott. But where we are going to disagree is he says equalization, that's no problem. We pay for our programs with our own money, Alberta. If you want to have the same programs as us, raise your own taxes. So we're going to get into quite a debate about that today. And I know Quebec has a very different view on what should happen with SNC-Lavalin. There are at least 6 editorials that appeared yesterday, all saying, why is everybody picking on this company that provides so many important jobs and does such important work? So I think that the conversation on that one is completely polarized. And so we're going to have, I think, a lively discussion today.
Lively would be one word for it. Thanks for this, Danielle. Have a good show.
Thank you.
Danielle Smith, show starts at 9:30.